Well, good evening and welcome to this edition of the Leadership Edge podcast. And I'm your host, Dr. P. Ronald Wilder. I trust that you've had a great day and a victorious day and that things went well for you. And as you get ready to close out this Tuesday heading toward Wednesday, you're sitting down having a great dinner and just want to dine around some great leadership teaching. If that's what you're looking for, if leadership is what you're looking for, I can tell you you're in the right place. This podcast is dedicated all things leadership. That's what we do. We talk about leadership. We don't talk about a whole lot of other stuff. We talk about leadership and a lot of things from a leadership perspective. We don't claim to know it all. We do know a few things. And so God has graced us there, and trust that you've been helped, blessed, and that you increased and grow as a leader as a result of these podcasts. Now listen, as we get ready to get into our teaching today, don't forget you're watching us on BGTV Studios. Listen, Facebook page or YouTube channel. Hit that like on Facebook or follow, whatever it asks you to do. Go ahead and do that. Also hit that share button. Share with a friend. Tag a friend. Let them know, hey, Leadership Edge is on the air. If you're watching on YouTube, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We want to build up that subscriber list, so subscribe to our YouTube channel. Amen. You'll be notified anytime that BGTV Studios, goes live. So go ahead and do those things. Also, in the comment section, please comment. Let us know where you're watching from. And during the podcast, if there are things that said that help you, bless you, hey, comment and let the staff here know at BGT Studios that these podcasts, you enjoy them, you like them coming to you, and you, want them to continue to see them come because of the content you're getting. And there's some great podcasters on this platform. It's a great platform, and it is growing, and so a lot of good podcasters with coming from all different angles and genres, and so we thank God for that. And so support not only the Leadership Edge, but the other podcasters on BGTV Studios. All right. Well, let's talk leadership. Last week, we started talking about why leaders fail. Okay. We want to pick up and continue that discussion. Why do leaders fail? Okay. We started off by saying what defining failure is to come up short, to be unsuccessful, to not perform a standard execution of something you want to do. Okay, so we looked at these sessions like a football coach look at a film session. But after you lost a game, they go back and look at the film to try to determine what were some of the factors that played a part in them losing. And so let's talk about the things here that may play a part in you suffering certain losses or failures or leadership shortcomings, in your journey here. Now, we gave you 3 last week. Planning, taking action without planning. Number 1 was a reason people fail, leaders fail. Number 2, planning without taking action. And then the third one, unrealistic time frames and expectations. Okay. Number 4, we'll start today off on the 4th reason that I believe that leaders fail is the reasons why are unclear. The reasons why are unclear. Now, why you want to do a certain thing, why you want to achieve a certain goal is more important than the goal itself. I'll say that again. Why you want to do it is more important than the thing you want to do, period. Before taking any action on any goal, any plan, any strategy, any endeavor, you have to stop and ask yourself why. Why becomes the reason. Why becomes the purpose. Now, in teaching leadership, and when I do seminars, one of the things I always teach them is the what and the why. Okay? Here's what we need to do. Here's why we need to do it. We don't need to only define what we do. We need to define why we do it. Now, why is that important? Because what is the action we're going to take? Okay? Let's call what vision. So the what question is what we're going to do. That's the vision. So people get excited And we get turned on. You get excited about a vision you have or a new vision or goal. That's the what, okay? Now, but you got to understand that what will always be hit with opposition. It's going to always be hit with resistance. There's no such thing as marching down the yellow brick road to the fulfillment of the what? Or the vision. Doesn't happen like that. Anybody that's ever achieved vision, fulfilled vision, achieved the goal, they had to do it because they had to press through opposition, overcome obstacles, okay? They had to slay giants or whatever you want to call it, move through storms, deal through doubt, everything, because the enemy will throw everything at you to stop you from achieving, okay? So you head toward the what? When these opposing forces come, sometimes they come with such fierceness and with such intensity that it almost derails you. And sometimes you wonder, is the fight worth it? Is this worth all of this here? The only thing that makes it worth it and that keeps you going is the why kicks in and say, here's why. For example, let me get good case. Because here's what I say. If you never identify the why, you won't continue the what when opposition comes. See, we can quit the what if there's no why. But once I define my why, I won't quit the what. Let's look at it like this here. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I got a wife, and I have children. They're depending on me for provision. They're depending on me to have a place to stay, to provide for their necessities of life, and even some of the extras of life that they want, okay? I got to provide for it. So I understand that. So I wake up every morning, and I go to work. Because this is what I got to do. This is what I have to do, okay? I have to go to work to pay these bills, provide for my family, keep food on the table, keep lights in the house. Every man has to do that. We have to go through that grind. That's the what, okay? Maybe I'm on a job that I hate with a passion. I hate going there every day. Okay, maybe I got a supervisor, a boss, or foreman who's just a certified nutcase, okay? And he doesn't like me. So he's pushing and driving me. He's giving me more work than what they're paying me for. He's expanding my job description beyond what it's supposed to be. And I feel like quitting because I feel I'm being treated wrong on this job. Why don't I just walk off? Why don't I just say the heck with this? I don't have to take this. I don't have to take this and just walk. You know why I don't do it? Because what I have to do is go to work. But I got a why. Why do I go to work? Because I got a wife. I got children. I got a house mortgage. I got a car. I got car payments. I got school going on. So the why overrides the what. So because of the what and the opposition of the what and the negativity of the what, my why keeps me going to work every day. My why keeps me doing what they tell me to do. My why keeps me on that job, keeps me from going off on the supervisor. Why? Because my why is more important than the what I'm dealing with. So if you never identify the why, you're going to do the what. So now think about me in that same situation. I'm a single guy. I have none of these responsibilities. Okay, so I don't have a qualifying what. I don't have a why. I don't have a great why over here. Because if I walk away from here, I can survive on my own. Okay? So I don't have to take all this stuff because there's no why. And so if there's no why, I won't keep doing this what if the what is ugly to me. You have to identify the why. Why am I doing this? So that when the opposition comes, and that's why some of you don't get there. You don't reach that potential. You don't get the goal. You give up too quick. You let opposition stop you. Why? Because you never identify the why. Why do I need to do this? Because the why will keep me doing the what. The why keeps pushing me to the what. The why keeps me getting up in the morning. The why keeps me in the game. The why keeps me under control. The why keeps my attitude straight. Because the why outweighs the what. And many people fail because they never make the why clear. They have an unclear why. And so sometimes they go do things and they quit the what because you'll never maintain the what if you don't identify the why. So it's imperative as a leader, before you undertake any goal, any vision, any strategy, you have to ask yourself, why? Define the why. So one of the things I do with my leaders at church when I'm going to do something, implement something, not only do I tell them what we're going to do, I get them to buy into the why. This is why we need to do it. And that keeps us going. So the why is unclear. Let's go further. So after identifying the why, the next cause of failure is the denial of reality. The denial of reality, okay? You know, I remember some years ago, I was involved I was helping a church in a project that they had going. So I met with the senior pastor. It was myself, and I brought a couple other people with me. We were a team. They wanted us to do some consulting on a certain matter and help them with some certain things. And so we agreed. And so we met with the senior pastor. We asked all the pertinent questions that we need to ask to have the information, because if we're going to do this, we got to have information. So I asked him certain things about the church, this and the other. One of the things was, what's the membership? He gave us a certain number. We asked, what's the morale of the church like? There was a certain ministry model that they had embraced. We asked him, how does the people respond into this? He gave us the answer. It was great. So now we get the chance to go around to the leaders and ask them these questions and talk to the leaders, the key leaders, and then some of the church members, and we got two different answers. They told us something totally different. We found out that the real membership numbers of the church were probably 60% less than what he told us. Okay, give me. I'm just gonna throw out a number. He might have told us there were 1,000. We found out there was only 350 to 400. Okay, that's a big difference right there. But this is what we got from the leadership and the people involved, you know. And then pertaining to this ministry model that they were doing, we found out that it just wasn't clicking with the folk. He liked it, and they just told him what he wanted to hear but they didn't like it. We told him. So when we went back with our report to him, he gets upset with us because we come back with the facts of reality. And he gets mad, and he denies that this is not true, that what they told you is not the truth. And we said, these are the people on the ground. They're the ones on the ground. They have to be true. And we researched behind them. It is true. He gets mad. The point, and we came to conclude to tell him we can't help you because you are denying the reality of your situation. So there's nothing we can do. And we had to back away from the project because he was in deep denial of the reality of his situation. You can never grow until you first deal with the true reality of where you are, of what your situation is. You know, as a senior leader of an organization, you know, I tell leaders that I lead, I said, listen, I said, if something happens in your life and you have a failure, maybe it be a moral failure, whatever, my job is to help restore and to cover you. I said, but I can't help you if you don't give me the truth. I said, I need you to tell me the facts, no matter how bad those facts are. I don't care how ugly they may be. If I'm going to help you, I got to have the facts. I cannot walk out here on your behalf and you hiding stuff and I stand up and other stuff come out later that I didn't know about and I'm looking like an idiot. Give me the facts. I don't care how ugly they are. I can deal with ugliness as long as I know the truth. Leaders fail because they deny the truth. Because we want to think that we are better or things are better, circumstances are better than what we think they are. Reality don't mean you're bad. It just means that's where you are. You may think you have $100 in the bank, but the statement says you ain't got but 15. Okay, that's fine. It don't make you a bad person. Because at the end of the day, we ain't got but $15. Let's start with 15 and work our way. But we can't go on the premise that we have 100 and we trying to make decisions on $100 and you ain't got but 15. Don't deny reality. It's where you are. Jesus said, you shall know the truth. Huh? Got to know the truth. And so leaders many times deny the reality of where they are. Now, see, here's the deal. Success is information dependent. Okay, I'll say that again. Success is information dependent. In other words, if I'm going to have success, it's depending on having the right information. I can't build success on wrong information. Not lasting success anyway. Because if I have wrong information and I build on that, it's going to be exposed down the road somewhere. Are you listening? Just like in the situation, as much as the pastor was denying what we were telling him, when we actually did the numbers and came back with the data for him, no matter what he was saying, it stopped at this. That's the reality. We can't do this because the numbers are not there. It's not going to work. Success is information dependent. Don't mean we can't help you, but our starting point can't be 1,000. It's got to be 350 now, and that's fine. It's okay. We can deal with that. Nothing's hurt now but egos. Be realistic. Don't deny reality. Because here's the deal. When we deny reality, for whatever reason, we devalue our integrity. We devalue the integrity of our information, thus ensuring failure. Okay? Let me go further. So don't deny reality. Number 6, conflicting values. Conflicting values. Conflicting values. When you have not defined the why or defined what success means to you, then you're functioning on someone else's definition. Okay, so you have to make sure that your values are not conflicting with whatever you're trying to do. And so you have to determine what success is to you, because success is different to different teams. Okay, I give you a case in point. If Alabama, the Crimson Tide football team, they are one of the top teams in the country year in and year out, and probably one of the top programs all time. Now, if Alabama were to play, let's say, Miles College. Miles College is an HBCU college here in Birmingham. Good HBCU, but they're no match for Alabama in terms of putting each other on the football field. They're in two different leagues, okay? Alabama's sitting here with a roster full of 5-star, the best athletes in America. Miles got good athletes, but they don't have the athletes that Alabama has. So there's no put down the Miles. It's just the reality of the situation. Alabama sitting here with 40,000 students. Miles is a smaller college, probably less than 2,000 students. Okay, two different situations. But if Miles and Alabama played a football game, and if Alabama won that football game, let's say 28-24, they beat Miles 28-24. Although Miles lost the game, guess what? They would count that a major success. Why? Because they played the mighty Crimson Tide to 4 points. They only lost 28-24. Alabama, on the other hand, although they won, would consider it a failure that they only beat Miles by 4 points. So you see, you have to determine what success is to you. If Miles played Alabama and only determined success by the score on the scoreboard, then they messed up. Well, you lost. We did. We went to both in the ball game. We played the mighty Crimson Tide to 4 points over 60 minutes. That's a success. You have to determine in your life what success is. And success for you is not the same thing it is for the pastor down the street or the business down the street or the company down the street or the leader down the street. So you get conflict in values, okay? So you're trying to determine your success by what they think success is, or you're trying to determine your success by what they did. And leaders fail. Success for you is something different. One student's success is they graduated college or high school, and they were the valedictorian, A students all the way. Another kid, success for him was just graduating because they on two different learning curves. And the fact that he was able to graduate and pass the grades is success. It's relative to your situation. So anytime that our values are in conflict, our progress is short-circuited. So don't let no one determine what your value is. You determine your values. You decide what's a victory for you. You decide what's success for you. You decide what's prosperity to you. Okay? Different situations. In America, we are a blessed nation. You in America, if you make $20,000 a year, you probably make more than 80% of the world on a yearly basis. But you look at, but you decide by what's happening in America. You say, well, I only make $20,000 in America. I'm poor. I'm below the poverty level. That's true in America. But when you put it on a bigger scale, you're almost wealthy when you compare it to people in other places. It's all relative. So let your values determine for you what your success is. Don't fail because you allow someone else to dictate the terms of your success. Time is up. 4 more to go. So guess what? There'll be a lesson 3 next week. Hey, listen, I got to go. Appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Now, listen, don't forget, stop by the website, www.pronaldwilder.com. Amen. And just browse through our website. You'll see some great things on there. You'll also go to, you'll see my book, The ABCs of Leadership. You can go ahead and get a copy of that. And it'll bless you and it'll help you in your personal development. I promise you it will. I can almost give you a money back guarantee. If it don't help you, I'll give you money back. All right, so that's how good it is. Don't forget to stop by the shop page. You'll see all of our leadership teachings there. You can get those. The best buy is the bundle package right here. Amen. It's every leadership teaching we have on the website on this one jump drive. You can put it on your devices and have it with you all the time. And it's less than one half of the price if you bought everything individually. So go ahead and stop there, okay? Listen, don't forget, I want to appeal to you to be a supporter of BGTV Studios. This is a great platform that God has launched and given us a voice to reach, amen, our message to various places. And so you see the ways to give on there. You can give online at bgtvstudios.com, or you can text any amount to 84321. Those are highly encrypted websites. You can give there. This is good ground. You'll be blessed by it. Consider being a monthly partner, giving monthly, or give a generous one-time gift, I believe. And remember, every dime you give goes 100% to BGTV Studios. We, the podcasters, get nothing from, amen, your giving. All right. The Lord bless you real good. See you on next week. We'll pick up right here on Why Leaders Fail. And until next week, this is your host, Dr. P. Ronald Wilder, reminding you that leadership matters and leaders lead.